public engagement. The investment has parts, certainly diversity, coordination, planning, all of these things, co-curricular education. Even some of the operational metrics have social impacts attached to them. So it's truly comprehensive. And so in the world according to Dave, which is what you paid for to hear today, hopefully not a lot, the definition of campus sustainability is Mozart. Can anybody here define Mozart? No. How do you define Mozart? You play the works. And it's the sum product of all of the parameters in stars. De facto bounds the territory of campus sustainability and thereby defines it. And so it's a practical and implementation definition of sustainability. Somebody wants to get you into a big esoteric discussion about sustainability, that's great, we can go there and let's go have a beer later and talk about it. But in terms of getting work done, which is what we are all about, STARS defines it. So STARS is the X factor. Now, having said all that, show me how it makes money. Show me how sustainability creates value. What are those pathways between your input and a valuable output? What's the value proposition for sustainability? Not the business case, but the value proposition. Well, we've looked around a lot and dissected this as best we can and, come up with some thoughts. Is it just limited to sort of the go-to value proposition? We all talk about how sustainability is great for incentivizing efficiency programs. And it is. So wonderful incentive, and we have much more propensity to conserve energy or other resources if they're premised on a sustainability outcome than if it's just saving money. We love saving money. We love saving the planet better. We love saving people a lot as well. Is it only adding value to the university by saving money, and is it only adding value to your organization because you get marketing and branding value from this? You got, a whole PR department that loves this stuff. And we already know that it's good for student recruitment, that students are making buying decisions about where they're going to go based on their perception of how green your campus is. Your registrar is telling you that now. All the studies are telling you that now. We know it's good for cutting carbon, and there's a value to carbon. We still don't know quite what it is yet in the open market, but one of the side effects of it. Is this the value proposition? Let's take a look. Aramark did a study a few years ago, and I think this was 06 or 07, a very large national study. And what did they find out? Students overwhelmingly have some awareness of sustainability. Now, is this a good awareness? Do they have quality data and so forth? No. They have WISPs and senses and reputations, and they saw an article somewhere or somebody told them something. But there's some neuron up there that has the S word in it, or at least attributes of it, not that S word. And we have seen this grow. The reports and the studies we're seeing now, UCLA did a big study last year. Princeton Review has done some studies, and they're matching the anecdotal evidence I'm hearing from our registrar that in the neighborhood of 2/3 of our students are, in their calculus of where they're going to go to school, sustainability is a factor. 2/3. What our particular registrar is telling us at the University of Colorado Boulder is that 2 out of 3 of our out-of-state students, which mind you is 41% of our enrollment, 2 out of 3 of those students are almost exclusively coming to Boulder because of its perception as a green campus. And of course, we love out-of-state students. Bring us those out-of-state tuition dollars. And the students get there and they're not dumb. Students are pretty smart, and they all perceive that the campus could be doing more. Well, in fact, we could all be doing more. And so they walk around and see stuff, and they want more. So that goes back to this grassroots advocacy phase. It's feeding that. Got more students walking onto campus with some sense of sustainability and pushing for stuff. So this grassroots pressure is growing. Here's their outcomes. This is Aramark again. Sustainability imperatives are right up there with reputation and so forth in terms of ranking, not numerical value, but here's what I like to tell my athletic director: look at athletics. You think you're such a hot shot. Look at food. You know, it's arguably the same as food, and we all know that students they travel on their stomach, and they want fresh local food, by the way, but it's a big deal. Diversity, we're in the same club. It's a big deal. And what are the attributes of recycling that students associate, attributes of sustainability that students associate with? Well, there's your poster child. So how many recyclers here today? Krista, others, yeah. You guys are the gateways to sustainability on campus. No question about it. And it makes sense. You walk onto a campus, that's what you see. It's one of the few sustainability programs that actually has a visual. I've been asked a zillion times for pictures of sustainability. Can we take a picture of the room with the lights off? And you know, when you look at these things, this is a whole they threw everything against the wall, they, Aramark, and came up with this. But to me, the most striking things are the clear, you know, division in the data on the high end on recycling. All right, so is this what sustainability value drivers are? Recycling and energy conservation and PR? Let's break them down. So, innovation and efficiency. Well, they clearly add value. You get greater resource and people productivity. You get synergies. You get excitement. You get spark. You get new life in your rank and file. People are stimulated to go out there and find more efficient ways of doing things. It's a creative flow. And that adds value to your organization, as well as helping your bottom line directly with cost savings, cost avoidance, and so forth. It's not just about the dollars, as our sustainability director sitting here knows well. It's about motivating the troops to do the right thing, because we can put all the widgets that we want to in the rooms. But if people don't want to behaviorally adapt to sustainability, then we're only going to go so far on the backs of infrastructure. So efficiency and innovation add all those infrastructure things, but they excite people. Get a creative flow. And of course, then the PR department hears about it. And no good, you know, press release need go unsent. And so let's kick this thing out here. And, you know, some of them might be a little over the top. There might be, you know, the occasional greenwash or incorrect claim or, you know, of course, that's never happened in our campus. I'm sure it's never happened at yours. But marketing is a wonderful thing. And in addition to changing and enhancing the reputation and the brand of a campus, which in the corporate world, by the way, you don't have to go far to see the effect of losing brand value and what that does to the stocks and the competitiveness and the performance of an organization. And it can happen fast. And if the brand of your campus is reduced by some scandal or some perceived inequity or inadequacy or whatever, your reputation stock goes down, your U.S. News ranking goes down, your recruitment level goes down, your average incoming SATs goes down, your yield goes down, all of those things go down. Brand is hugely important. And the social license to operate, the sense that your university or college is bringing something to society and therefore is embraced by society instead of scorned, those are important factors. And I can't monetize them, but they're valuable. And if you don't believe it, just lose some brand value. And as I said, occasionally there's a stretch in the truth or a greenwash. But as a famous person once said, hypocrisy is the first step to real change. Because in the sustainable world, in the internet world, you get caught. And so I love marketing. Yeah, make those outrageous claims because, gee, somebody just read that and they know better and they just called you and you got comments under the article in the newspaper online, or you get emails to the chancellor, or you get picketing, or whatever it is. The feedback loop on marketing now is immediate and ruthless. Love it. Full cost evaluation. So as we become, you know, better at this and what sustainability